this is our fourth win in a row, and it's a great compliment to these two guys and their teammates right here. Thought Brandon, first half just really got us off to a good start. We started very slowly, and then his three-point shooting and Ryan's three-point shooting, I thought really gave us a good little run, especially at the end of the half, and to go in with the lead. And I really liked Howard's pass to Mike to end the first half, to let Mike score, and we had a 12-point lead, which we knew those 2 points would be important just from the standpoint Ball States that are well coached, they're very successful, they're very good even when they're down, like against DePaul. They came right back against DePaul, so we knew they were going to come back, but we had a good halftime lead going in, and Brandon and I thought Ryan did a wonderful job getting us that lead. In the second half, very sluggish to begin with. And then we went somewhere, went on a nice little run, and then they got a run, and the turning point to me was at the 8-minute mark. And we were 8 points up, and then we went on, I think, an 8-1, 8-2 run. And I thought, boy, Howard really came up big for us in that stretch of time. Offensive rebound, 2 free throws, and then the driving layup. And it just gave us great momentum so that the last 3 minutes, they were fouling and they had to chase us around. And I thought our team handled that poise very, very well there. So we're delighted to have got 4 wins in a row now, and now we start back into our conference.
Howard, they had a 12-point lead at halftime. They scored 5 points. You guys pulled right up the bat, chipping away. Coach calls timeout. What does he tell you there? Whatever it did, it seemed to work.
Basically, just stay focused. Until we had the lead, and we kept our composure, and we knew we had to get the easy shot. And I know we were shooting the ball quick, so we worked the ball out more, and worked the ball inside and got easy layups.
And this is just their teammates. They just had a good basketball sense. We were 0 for 4 from the three-point line, and they were good looks. I mean, they were good looks. We just missed, and so we talked about let's get the ball, let's get some easy shots up, and then come back after we make a couple baskets. And it just shows you, the basketball IQ I thought that they played with tonight. And so then we got some easy baskets back in, and then extended our shooting a little bit, and then got to the free throw line. And thought all of that came together very nicely. The guys just packaged it together very well.
We scored on 7 straight possessions after that first time out of the second half.
Homer, do you remember the possession? It was 6 minutes to go. I think you ran a shot clock down and ended up Brandon passed to Howard and passed to Corey for a beautiful layup. And you were most excited.
I love that.
That's the most excited I've seen you in a long time.
Well, and they were tough passes. It was close passes, and they saw each other. And I thought I just thought the momentum and their passing and sharing the ball, I mean, that was picturesque.
Was it nice, you guys have had a little trouble closing out opponents, even in wins, you kind of let them creep back in, that the 2 times they made a run on you today, you were able to hold them off?
Yeah,
is that encouraging?
Basically just our reaction to their run. They made a run, they're a great team, and it's just responding to their run and making shots and extending that lead and making us shoot free throws at the end.
How important is that for confidence going into conference play now?
It's very important because our confidence is tough again, like always. We're going into another game, big game Butler, and we know that we got to score and get a bigger lead so they can come chase us.
Brandon, you totally dominated the first half, and other guys did some stuff for you in the second half when they kind of took you out of the picture. Nice to see Bugs 8 rebounds, Howard at 7. There's a lot of career highs out there. Nice to see it spread around a little bit.
Yeah, I shot the ball well the first half, and then second half it kind of keyed on me, so I was trying to just penetrate, kick the ball to some shooters, and just play hard on the defensive end, and just, when I'm not scoring, I try to do other things. That's one of the big things I've worked on this year from last year, so that's why I was able to stand on the court the whole second half, because last year, if I wouldn't have been scoring, I probably would have been sitting down.
And to justify what he's saying, he had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, or something like that. But he does other things that just keeps us playing well. And like Brandon says, he gets the best defender on him, and he's challenged every time he touches the basketball. And I thought he really was smart playing in the second half because he didn't get the easy looks that he did first half.
How does Eric Bunk get 8 rebounds?
Oh, I was just going to share. We have one for the smallest guy on the floor and 8 rebounds in there.
Is that just positioning? Is that a little bit of luck? How does that happen?
No, these two will tell you he's tough. He gets a body into it, and he's very strong, and he gets low and grab it, and you just can't move him out of there. But 8 rebounds, he and Corey, I mean, we're going to have to see about posting up Eric maybe.
Do you guys feel that the Toledo game is really behind you now, that you've got the 4 wins, you're on the big win over Oakland, a nice convincing home win here, that you can kind of put that in the past and not worry about that one anymore?
I mean, we'll always have a bitter taste with that one, but like I said, we're moving on. We learned from that game. We can't make the same mistakes from that game into these games now. So like I said, we learned from it, and it bettered us as a basketball team.
Howard, how important was this game to play well throughout like you guys did going into the other game?
Like I said, it's just momentum going into conference. The coach said we won 10 games. Going into conference, that looks good on us, and it gives us the best conference. Good for the conference.
And please, we out-rebounded them, which was really good, because last year we played them at their place, they really dominated the board on us, and thought our team really rallied and ended up with 32 rebounds to their 25, and we limited them to 8 offensive rebounds. And that's an improvement for us, because we're really going to have to do that well against Butler.
For most of the game, 60% of the lineup out there was from Northwest Indiana.
I
You
know.
heard a lot of
Yeah.
Tyree.
You know, of course, Jared played awful well, and Tyree, little point guard. I thought one of the big plays defensively was when he took the charge on Tyree, because he's quick, he's left-handed, but Howard really did a wonderful job of taking that left hand away. And he's a very talented player. He's going to do nothing better. And of course, Bond as well in there, and Randy. So they've got a good nucleus, yes.
Pretty good crowd.
And a nice crowd without our students. You know, that's we were worried about having some energy, but I thought the crowd really helped us out.
Tyree had a big hug for all you guys on the coaching staff. I know you guys recruited him hard.
Yes, we did. He's a good young man. Happy New Year to everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy tonight.